Knowledge is power. Information is key. And that is why we aim to unlock the doors of opinion, unveiling the stories that need to be told. Join Omobola Sandra and Sage Babalola on the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. as we invoke the thought-provoking discussion, tackle the tough questions, challenge assumption, and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
Good morning.
You are listening to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Good morning.
Thank you for staying with us. It is still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Time check right now is 8:41 a.m. It's time for Mainland Focus. This is the part where you, our dear listener, you get to be part of the conversation. So I'll share the two focal points that we'll be looking through this morning, and then we open the phone line for you to share your own analysis and your contribution as regards these focal points. My name still remains Omobola Sandra, and I still have Said Fuad with me, although still via the phone line. Excuse me. So let's get into it. The first focal point we're taking off, of course, as regards the cybersecurity levy conversation, which is the major headline on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, where it says federal government shuns financial inclusion, impose new taxes. So what do you think about the aggressive revenue drive of the government, and how valid are the questions from Nigerians on these taxes? There's a lot of questions. We may not have the time to have to go back into it. And the second focal point that we're going to be looking at this morning is as regards Rivers State controversy. Rivers APC tells Assembly to impeach FUBARA as Chief Edwin Clark calls for caution. What is the solution to the political crisis in Rivers State? Look at that, very straight to the point, so we can get things rolling and we can have enough time to, take as many messages as we would love to take on the show today. So, as it is the tradition, Fuad Sahid will share his own thoughts as regards the two focal points that we're looking at this morning, and then after that, we open up the phone line for you to join the conversation. Okay, I think there's a slight issue there, but it's fine. Okay, so like I mentioned, the first focal point is as regards the cybersecurity levy. We're looking at what do you think about the aggressive revenue drive of the government. There's just a lot that Nigerians have to, pay through their nose for at this time, just in a bid for the government to, make some do. What we have in this report now is even that the fact that the government is looking at a 3 trillion, naira revenue from this cybersecurity conversation. So, what do you think as regards the aggressive revenue drive of the government? How valid are the questions from Nigerians on these new taxes? Also, the Rivers State political crisis. What is the solution to the political crisis in Rivers State? Fuad Said, your thoughts?
Well, again, this was also on the table yesterday, Sandra. And I think we should understand why we are paying serious attention to things like this, because again, it concerns the welfare, of the generality of Nigerians. We are also involved, really, Sandra.
Yeah.
I think the only set of Nigerians that are not complaining now, Sandra, are the politicians, their cronies, and their friends, who, of course, within the system, with all of these crises, are able to take care of themselves, if you understand what I'm saying. Remember that they didn't really wait for anything. They started buying vehicles for themselves. They've gotten enough of operations, and all of those kind of things. So they are not complaining, and it's understandable because, there's enough money for government to share now consistently. In the last few months, they've been doing over 1 trillion naira, at all levels. Even though people have continued to ask that, look, with the more money that is now available to government, that improve the living standards of the people, which is supposed to be the core job of governance when it comes to democracy. So he checked again. There's also a disconnect, Sandra. If you look at what the CBN is doing with its monetary policies, and then you look at what the government is doing with fiscal policies. There's a situation where monetary policy is trying to tighten the news, on inflation, reduce money circulation. But again, you say that, look, these guys, governors are inside this. When the burden gets on the manufacturers, people that are paying electricity tariff, all these kind of tariffs, they push it on the end products. And natural manner of levies and taxes. The
nothing.
So I don't want to believe that our president is somebody that says something and is not really committed to what he's saying, or he just says it for saying sake. So when he also said let the poor breathe, how is the poor breathing under this choking, killing?
I don't think there's air for the poor to even breathe.
He said he don't let the poor breathe. So did he just say it without really believing in what he was saying or committing to it? We need to ask ourselves those questions, because I keep referring to when he said, look, he said it to his supporters. And he was actually talking about the price of fuel and all of that. As he wale, or when we did wale. And we don't need to ask this government, when will the poor breathe? Because he said, let the poor breathe. Is there a timeline to it? So,
he didn't say breathe. They breathe. So we don't know what he was saying.
No,
continue.
We know. I know. If you don't know, I'm just saying I know. But we need to, because again, it's getting terrible for ordinary Nigerians. The people, the politicians.
What about the statement from economists as regards taxing your way out of economic challenges, especially when there's a weak purchasing power already on ground?
You're going to kill the people. You're going to eventually kill the people. You can't tax your way out of economic quagmire when structures are not put in place, when you are not tackling critical fiscal and monetary issues, when you are not even tightening the news on corruption. I keep telling you that, look, every time we talk about policies, put your corruption index close to it. Because again, the idea of all of these taxes is that, look, government needs money, revenue. But are you also looking at your spending pattern? Are you checking it? So you're going to kill people because you want to make more money for people to steal at the end of the day.
Just before Fuad wraps things up as regards his own thoughts, I just want to quickly put something out there. One of the experts also trying to say something as regards the cybersecurity levy, due to the fact that the cybersecurity levy is even more troubling because, I'm quoting now, it is a tax on electronic transactions, not on profits. All right, which has no regard to the health status of the business. So it is not on the extra that you have made. It is on what you have.
Your transaction. And people are even saying, Sandra, that look, how do you do something as cybersecurity levy on bank transactions? Why can't it be a percentage on your entire revenue for the month? You understand what I'm saying? Like your consolidated revenue. This is what the government has made. You understand? At the end of the month, we are taking 0.something% from it for cybersecurity, which in itself can be questioned. But not to now say, look, cybersecurity will be done on bank transactions. I don't want to use the word that comes to my mind, but it's just what it is, really.
Ridiculous.
Very ridiculous, really.
Second.
And so the second issue is the issue of Rivers State. I say it's a matter of time, Sandra. The Rivers political crisis is just a matter of time. It's a game of time, and time will tell. And I'll tell you why time will tell. Because again, you have people who are not ready to live for causes that are bigger than their own personal interests. They are just about their personal interest. Like I just said earlier in the morning, all of the political players have behaved in one irresponsible manner or the other. And that's why the crisis would not go. We talk of the peace of the graveyard. When that Abuja Accord happened, and they said, it was for peace. I said something that the peace was not going to come. Because what you have simply done is, one, to go against the tenets of democracy, by abandoning what the constitution says for what some individuals are saying. Number two, that agreement was not for the interest of Rivers State, but for the interest of just one person, to rub his ego and keep it politically relevant. And if you work on that premise, if that is the foundation of that agreement, the peace can never come. And that's why there's no peace in that state. And that's why the peace may not come. And therefore, people who are justifying these things always flip the ball. Let us ask ourselves, if Wike was in the shoes of Fubara, would he have accepted or tolerated 1/10 of what Fubara has tolerated? Let's ask. We knew when he was governor for 8 years and the kind of governor he was. And even President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that gave that directive. I said it. That look, we were one of the biggest supporters of Tinubu as governor of Lagos State when he stood up to the leadership of Operation Olusegun Obasanjo when they held the allocation of Lagos State. We said no, you can't bamboozle a governor to your dictate. It has to be about the law. But why is it that the same standard that was used to measure Tinubu, when he was governor of the state, we are not using the same measurement now. It's now politics now. And then the senior journalist was saying on TV yesterday that, at the time he has even said that Wike should be the elder. He should behave like an elder. I said, is it about age we are talking about now? Was he the one that gave birth to Fubara? And then for people say, you have to show gratitude. Somebody helped you. People helped Wike in the past. What is his relationship with those people now? Those that helped him to get into power. We did it on political roundtable. Because people think maybe Wike is just one alien that suddenly emerged and become a political colossus. Some people took him from nothing to where he is today. Right. Let us ask ourselves, what is his relationship with those people now?
Thank you very much, Said Fahad. Well, those are the two focal points that we'll be looking at this morning. Time check is 8:51 a.m. and it is Mainland Focus. We're opening the phone line now. 0913 6000 410. 0913 6000-410. That is the number to call. You have just 2 minutes. Let's keep things clean. Let's stay within the 2 minutes time frame so we can take as many engagements as possible. We'd really appreciate if we stick within that 2 minutes. And we're live on Facebook. I see the messages are already dropping as well on Facebook and YouTube, so you can drop your messages there. We'll take them as the show progresses. This is Mainland 98.3 FM. You're listening to Mainland Focus. Hello, good morning. Oh, we lost that one. All right, 0913 6000 410. For WhatsApp messages, it's 0913 6000 430. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sister.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
All right,
we are with you.
I greet you on the phone.
I wait for Fubara. Comrade Koboko.
It will be very, very unimaginable and very, very archaic and cannibalistic. Every bad people later impeach Fubara. Wike was nowhere to be found when he was education minister. Wike was a toothless bulldog. Now he don't become Napoleon Bonaparte and Adolf Hitler. Now concerning cyber security. Cyber security, what is the essence of NIL? Nigerian government is pushing us to the wall. They will collect money for service ATM. They will collect money for POS. Collect money. So who is going to account for this cyber money when they won't collect? I never feel the way they want it for that. I never feel like public are shutting down. Nigerians are losing work. You say you want to come out money from cyber. I have a daily last year October. 4 pages. Nigerians are saying how they are being deducted their money from bank. How fast are releasing their money? It's part of NIL. So what is the essence of NIL? Let me tell you, sorry for this thing I want to tell you now. NGOs, CSOs, Nigerian students, Nigerian citizens, if you allow this process to go on as the disease stops corona, that means all of us are idiots.
All right. Well, the moment he was already apologizing, I think I saw that comment.
You knew the landing was going to be
was not going to be a good landing. Thank you very much, Comrade Koboko. But of course, I always say this, try to keep things clean. If not, we'll be wary of picking your calls in the future. But let's move on now. 0913 6000 410. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Olaiwola from Ijai.
All right.
Yeah. My question concerns the art of the cyber security levy. Yesterday, we are listening to one of the learning person in Nigeria. He said section 44 of that act is already violating the constitution. He said all the revenue of federation have to be transferred to the federal government account.
Consolidated revenue, yeah.
Consolidated revenue. Now, based on this act now, the money is not going to go to the consolidated account to the federation. It's going back, we go to the central bank, and from the central bank, not transfer to the. This is the issue here. Where my question is, we are seeing most of all these what they call it, all these pressure group, all these things. Before this act was passing from 2015 to 2018, even 2024, before the thing comes to surface today. When the act was presenting and they are doing it, why they did not go through all these acts, let them see where the lacuna is, so they will correct it before they throw it back to the society. And now, based on this act now, they want to pick their access to the court now, and I think the SHUNS cannot implement it based on that case, based on that section 44 now, they cannot implement it. If it then go ahead,
Hello?
No.
if they go ahead to implement it, it is possible that the local government can generate revenue, and any level in the generation from local government can spend it on without it applying to the federal level. This is the issue here. Let them go back to the court, or let them amend it before they throw it back to the society. That is where my career is. If they cannot amend it, let them not even implement it in the public domain. Let them not even be getting the money from individuals to squander the money without that hand for it.
Thank you, Mr. Olaiwola.
Yeah.
I appreciate your contribution. Hello?
Good morning, ma.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, good morning.
Mr. Kamulina, good morning, sir.
Emma Funoko.
Yes.
I want to ask you, this levy they are talking about, even the people in APC, they are going to pay it, have you?
It's for
I
Nigeria.
think the bank will say, oh, APC people should not pay.
It's for Nigerians.
I'm asking now.
All Nigerians.
I want to ask people who said I should not vote in the last election. Will they pay this money too?
Everybody will pay, but they may not be
Everyone
complaining.
is, now they are crying.
They may not complain. You don't know, Mr. Kamulina. How do you know they
Now
are?
everybody is crying. Including those who said I should not vote. No problem. I think they should allow these people to collect the money. Don't you see that it's good for them to collect much money? Since they are doing a lot of work. They are doing good work now. Government is working hard. So they need more money to even to enjoy themselves. Sandra, are you hearing me?
I'm
We are
with you.
Government needs money to do everything, to buy cars for themselves, go abroad, do a lot of things. If they are sick, they go abroad. So they need this money, please. I want them to collect more money, even more taxes. Including those who said I should not vote, they should collect their own too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr.
Where are the people that told you not to vote?
I don't want to know. I didn't ask because I really did not want to know. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Lady Sandra. And that's why good morning.
Good morning, Gay Joshua.
Yeah, this is the Joshua.
Yes. How you doing?
Hello.
Papa is crying. I'm not sure Sandra is crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not crying. You cry again.
Yeah, I'm not crying too.
You know me. I've told people to take care of themselves.
Of course. Of course. And as to what that means in Rivers State, see, that's why there are people who the law forbid to go into contract, like mad people, lunatic, children, they cannot go into contract. FUBARA is a matured man and he's a politician. He went into contract with Ike and now he's struggling to honor it.
Do you know the contract, Gege Joshua? The contract he went into?
It's a political agreement.
You are the details of the agreement and contract.
It's a political agreement. Do you want us to be talking about it here?
Say it if you have the details. Why not?
Okay, if you want us to talk about it.
You don't do.
Please, well, I mean, midweek politics is by 1
We should
p.m.
count our problem.
that midweek politics is by 1 p.m. So Said Fuad and 𝐴̀ᴏᴜ Aᴊɪɪභᴏ would be on ground for that one.
But I wanted to know if he could have insider information. Maybe he has the details of the agreement between Wike and FUBARA. It would be nice to know.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Omobola. What? Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Ambrose.
Yes, so we thank God for another day.
So,
well, I'm sorry. As I text you now, if I don't get you, I may not get you. I don't know. Are you talking about FUBARA and the cyber case? Because your word, sorry.
Cybersecurity levy and solution to Rivers political crisis.
Very good. I know those will be the two issues in the corner. You see, Mr. President told us that he's the most prepared man for this job. When Buhari wanted to, he went there and came out from Action Rock and said this has been his lifelong ambition. And ever since he has pursued this mandate, the president has never given us space. When he was contested, people said all the levies in Lagos, taxes, he was going to take it to the federal level. I personally did not believe, even though I did not support him. But I'm beginning to see in all ramifications. If he remove 5 naira from here, he will go and put 20 naira somewhere. Yeah, those who are clearing goods, they say what they clear with 1 million before is now 7 million. All in this regime, Mr. President, things are so expensive and you are gallivanting up and down. What is happening? Please, Nigerians are suffering now and you are buying 160 million cash, buying cash and all of that for the presidency. Then on the issue of FUBARA, my position is this. There is nothing anybody can tell me. FUBARA bite Wike. Did Wike not bite what's his name? Amechi? Did anybody interfere in Wike throughout the 8 years? If you have given FUBARA the mandate, leave him alone. All this one they are saying that he betraying. Betray what? Wike is indirectly looking for third term. He didn't know FUBARA will not give it to him. He should allow FUBARA. If he trusted FUBARA, let him allow FUBARA to be. All these things that he's doing now, it is not going to do Rivers State any good. And by and large, even if FUBARA leaves there, put another man, the man will still behave the same way FUBARA behaves. Because they have a brain of their own.
Right.
We cannot be reporting them now.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Pastor Ambrose. I appreciate. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Madam Ife.
Fuad.
Good morning, ma.
Manuel, family.
Yeah, thank God.
You see this FUBARA matter. I wish, I don't know why God not create me as a man. You see this FUBARA, they do not play politics with the name character, the way he was talking. That's why that man is, looking at it, this person wants to me, what he wants to me. If FUBARA shouted at him too, the way he was shouting at Buhari, when he was governor of Rivers State, nobody will not all this nonsense that he's doing in Lagos with that guy. They don't play politics with pussycat behavior. You have to be wise sometimes. Very wise. So that you can get your berries too. This man too, he learns it on the job now. They're not going to go politics. They're talking about repeating pre-crew. Because it's Rivers State. When Wike was giving Lagos State and Sokoto State 500 million, 600 million, who attacked him in the house? Yes, I don't know what his name is. I don't know the name. That's their Twitter. Was because the majority leader in the house? Why did he raise for himself? Why is he spending this money? So other statement that these people are suffering. When this man said, Mrs. Sen, the Rivers people know that they have a lot of money. So what I'm saying, you have to remember that guy gave all 100K. Yes, and every Rivers person in December got to 15,000, 20,000 and that. Without being told, I will sit down here as a local woman, I will see 20,000 inside my account. Is that the type of person you want to go and fight? You want to pour fire, petrol inside Rivers State and burn our chicken that is going to go there for us because of your interest.
All right.
FUBARA should sit up and deal with that man seriously. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Madam Ife. Appreciate. 4 minutes past 9. This is Mainland 98.3 FM. Let's go to WhatsApp and see what we have here. Sandra, good morning. Wike's rascality in the name of playing politics is a disaster to the society and our democracy. Tinubu and his ministers have decided to use Nigerian citizens as a cash out to enrich themselves without considering the pain of the people. Ralph from Satellite Town, thank you. I also have a good morning mainland crew. Will it be out of place if one addressed President Tinubu as a tax master? Because since Tinubu was sworn in as president of Nigeria, May 29th, 2023, it has been one tax increase to the other, melted on Nigerians. From first subsidies gone to electricity tariff increase to import duties, now cybersecurity levy. It's greeting tax remaining. It's greeting tax that is remaining for President Tinubu to tax us. We say no to this cybersecurity levy because it will be looted in the NSA's office. What has President Tinubu done with all the money coming from subsidies gone? The masses are suffering and the president is paying deaf ears to the plight of Nigerians and keep taxing the masses. Today, fuel price is 1,000 naira per litre in some filling stations and the president is mute. What a president. Fubara should take charge of the leadership of Rivers State that voted him in power, not one else. Benjamin from Shogunle, thank you very much. I also have here, good morning. To tell my wife and family that I can't afford food because I'm building and them a house for outside. I think this is since yesterday or since the first. Look, the government must practice Keynesian economics, not to continue to be classical. While the Keynesian opine that it is the satisfaction of the people's welfare that will determine the level of savings and the commitment investment or concomitant investment. The classical maintain that the only determinant of savings and investment is income. The President Tinubu-led government has continued to be classical, mopping up people's livelihood to share among his consultants and his prodigy in the disguise of building coastal roads and other fables. There is nothing like peaceful protest anymore, so far as it does not take human lives. And since they have continued to build on nothing, let the people wake up and converge at the Gani Fawemi Park at Ojota to correct this continued assault on our sensibilities. The last time it took place, there was shutdown, nobody died, but there was reversal. The current president and most of his cabinet members attended that protest. Tochukwu Adeli Thompson from Obanikoro. Thank you very much. I also have here, Hi Milan FM. Can we now see part of the reasons why people are jackpot? One of the reasons for jackpot is not that most people don't have money, or some people just need to run mad due to the psychological trauma the country is throwing at them. Until we stop comparing ourselves and copying and pasting policies of other countries, forgetting that the economies of the countries are thriving unlike our own. And we try not to showcase accountability and transparency due to corruption. Please help beg these political cronies not to come on air to defend this, as people are frustrated enough. And that's Sean from Festac. I also have here, still on WhatsApp, for all those who wanted to believe there was anything meaningful with the so-called Tinubu Peace Accord in Rivers State political wahala. Hope they can see clearly now. We are wiser than they want us to believe. Wike and his fellow power mongers are out to destroy Rivers' democracy and grab power by all means simple. They should, however, be advised that their calculations may just only be realistic within their imagination. When the people and the system turns against them, they'll gash their teeth. Time shall tell. And that's Steve from Ijaniki. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Madam Sandra.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Robert.
All right.
Where are you calling from, Robert?
I'm calling from Apapa, Lagos here.
All
All
right.
right. Please go.
I don't see enough of all this cry. Whether Tinubu uses money to put himself there or some people protect him there, we in fact, those who voted for him, they are making us now to suffer for what we don't deserve. Nigeria is not America, which sad bad security. If you put your money in the bank and you know that there will be no security, why we put our money there? That's the question. Before you carry your money to the bank or bank for safekeeping, you must know that there is security. Even
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Robert. You can complete your thoughts via WhatsApp. Send a message to WhatsApp 0913 6000 430. Hello. Good morning.
hello.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Sandra.
Please turn off your radio set, sir.
Okay. It's off now. Good morning, Dr. Fuad.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Uncle Tony. I'm calling for Songo.
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Fuad, I want to look at Rivers the House Patricia. What will FUBARA do now? Because they must surely impeach him.
Why?
So I think that yes,
Why?
because APC they will do it.
It's not as easy as you think.
No.
No. He should do something now. What he's going to do is to go to court immediately and get court orders declaring those legislators illegal legislators and make sure that the block them from voting in that Rivers State Assembly. Without doing that, APC must surely impeach him. So that's what, and PDP must, whether national state is surrounding FUBARA right now, and they're failing to do this, you will see that they will impeach him.
Sorry, let me just tell you something. If you are waiting for PDP to support FUBARA, we're wasting time, because Who are the real members of the PDP now?
I'm the national. I'm talking of the national.
The peace committee.
Wait now.
So,
a PDP that you have a wiki sitting down in the caucus meeting, sitting down in the NEC meeting. The same enemy of Fubara. You see the problem now?
That is the problem. And that's why Fubara must. He
has to fight for himself
right now.
He's on his own now. He must know that he's on his own and fight for himself. I don't know what he has to do.
Mr. Fuad, if he does not go to court now, before you know, Abuja court illegal. They are illegal. Those legislators.
Find out by himself. He's the governor. I'm not the governor.
All right, we'll take some messages from Facebook. 11 minutes past 9. You're listening to Mainland is Visible and Loud. Even the blind and those of hard hearing can give us their opinions on the quarrel between the FCT minister and the Imam he installed governor of Rivers State. Sim Fubara is presently the man with the yam and the controversial members of the Rivers Assembly are mere pawn threat to fight Felipe out of pawn from this Fuad that it was Facebook shown that it will replicate it to help get revenue for. On Fubara, it is a shame that the advocates of democracy and rule of law during military regime and PDP era, now that we have had the good, bad and ugly in power since 1999 and no relief has come our way from Abuja. Also, James, they've not effected and we bring up and they will
amend the law to accommodate it. You know, people are already saying that this particular cyber crime levy is against the consolidated revenue account law of the country that says all federal government revenue should go into that particular account and all of that. But the legality of the issue is not even my major, it's not even my major problem. Other than, look, this should not be happening to Nigerians at this time. That's just
for Rivers politics. I see APC supporters here criticizing Governor Fubara. I hope that when it involves an APC governor, they'll still maintain their stand and not play double standards. Governor Fubara and INEC should not waste time to declare those 27 seats vacant. Mr. Fuad, how many lawmakers are actually loyal to Governor Fubara? Because it seems he doesn't have anyone there.
I think he just has about 3 or 4.
James Ogbona from Oshodi. That's all.
Bigger number.
All right, we also have here on Facebook, Willie. The brain is okay. 0913600410. Hello, good morning.
Sandra, good morning.
All right.
Good morning, Fuad.
Good morning, John.
My name is John Peters.
Yes.
You see, on these multiple charges on Nigeria from all fronts, from this government, I once heard one of the presidential candidates at that time that one of his policies that is going to slow down the economy, widen the tax net, and reduce the purchasing power of the people. And it seems that is exactly what is happening right now in Nigeria. Because I just don't understand it. The tax Nigerian people are paying right now is too much, and our purchasing power is down, and the economy is very slow. Every business in all front in Nigeria right now is very down. I think that they are implementing one of that presidential candidate at that time, now the president, said when he was campaigning. For those who will be juxtaposing it with what is happening in Asia, Europe, and America because of tax, let me just put something on their head. If you get to Europe, Asia, and America, if you open their tap water, you will see water gushing out of it from their taxpayers' money. Is it also happening in Nigeria? You will ride on a good road in all those places. Is it also happening in Nigeria? You will go to their general hospital. You are going to get a good medical treatment from their taxpayers' money. You ask yourself the question, is it also happening in Nigeria? Their children are going to good school that is built by their taxpayers' money. You ask yourself that we support it and say Nigeria should pay. Is it also happening in Nigeria? How much is the quality of the food you are eating right now? It's also happening here in Nigeria. You see the quality of your food that you have depreciated. And let me tell you the truth. These people did not mean well for Nigerian people. And government, just like my kid brother told me, it's for the betterment of the larger society. But here in Nigeria, it's for the betterment of the very few in our midst. And funny enough, people are now still clapping for them. On Fubara, I want me to go and look for Ayade, how many parties he is right now like that of power. Because the then Ayade was then in APC doing all sorts of things.
Right.
But immediately he content, you see what happened to him. When is that baby? To take my own door for him and see it will soon get to meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John Peters. I appreciate your contribution.
And that's true. Where's Rotimi Amechi today?
Where's Rotimi Amechi at all? Not just today. Because it's the same with Bukola Saraki. If not that he was present at the caucus meeting and the NEC meeting and all that. So where is Bukola Saraki?
That's the way power is just what it is. When you are out of power, you are out of power. In fact, the only relevance for Wike is because he's still a minister. Now, that's the only thing. The day President Tinubu decides to remove him as minister.
20 minutes past 9. You're listening to Mainland 98.3.
We'll be sitting down here together in the studio.
And the focus for this morning that we're looking at, just in case you're just tuning in, we're looking at the levy, the cybersecurity levy, and federal government SHUNS financial inclusion impose new taxes. What do you think about the aggressive revenue drive of the government? How valid are the questions from Nigerians on these new taxes? We're also looking at the political crisis in Rivers State, especially with the recent updates or call for impeachment of Governor Siminalayi Fubara from APC Rivers State. What do you think is the solution to the political crisis in that state? That's the focus, or those are the focal points for the day. The number to call is 0913 6000 410. For WhatsApp messages is 0913 6000 430. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. You can drop your comments there. As the show progresses, we take them. Oh, apologies for that. Okay. Yes, so we have here, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. This feud between Fubara and Major General Wike is a tradition in Nigeria, and I still see Fubara installing a puppet after his own tenure. In all this, I'm struggling to see the interest of the Rivers people. Owen from Lagos. Thank you. I also have here, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. Going to continue to bless Fuad for his unbiased analysis he dished out daily. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I know that the present president will take Nigeria to one-party state, just as he did here in Lagos. We can all see. May God help us. Joe from Gowon Estate. God forbid Batson. Good morning, Sandra and Fuad. Sandra, I'm more concerned about the introduction of this new tax because I know they wouldn't work toward the name they are giving the tax. Also, it's not even everybody that gets into hands of fraudsters. We are only praying for the help of God. Generals from Shomolu
Man is tired.
is of the opinion that let's God to continue to protect our money. Don't charge us. God will take care of fraudsters. It's all right. Good morning, mainland crew. You people should know that whatsoever man planted, the same he or she shall reap. Mr. Wike will surely explain one day. No champion lasts forever. Thank God our taskmaster is on his way back to Nigeria. Mayor from Ikotun-Egbe. It's all right. We also have here Sandra. Oh no, I think I've taken that already. All right, yes. We also have here, good morning, Sandra. For me, this government can never change in increasing the suffering of poor Nigerians in the name of cybersecurity tax. The question is, what have they done with money from fuel subsidy gone, increase in imports duty, electricity increase, etc.? There's no doubt that this president is a taxmaster and he will never change. For the same thing goes to the issue in Rivers State. Is this same president, under the pretext of brokering political peace, that has been giving tactic support to Wike for creating problem in Rivers State? Wike will surely reap what he sows when the time comes. Victor Aloy Igboke from Ikeja. Let's see what we have on Facebook. Folarin Omolaja Latif is saying, good morning, Mainland FM. I've been telling people before now that if this man should be president, he's going to kill us with tax, because that's what he did in Lagos. Anyway, we are all there together. As for Fubara, it's season film. All I know is it will break Wike's wing. Let's watch and see. It's all right. We also have Prince Leo Ozoma. He's saying, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. The way this government is looking at falling back on the masses to raise money from them, even if they call it cybersecurity money or anything else, shows that the government doesn't know that the masses are already down, stranded, and out in the hands of hunger, impoverishment, death, joblessness, and hopelessness. It's quite a pity that our leaders have lost touch and have no knowledge about how we feel and what is happening around us. For Governor Fubara, Rivers people must make sure that Fubara is not defeated in this political imbroglio. Otherwise, if that happens, they are finished, because their case will be decided by a few cabals to their benefit and not for the benefit of the people. Leo Ozoma from Isolo.
Their case will be decided from Abuja. You just see that every other issue decided from Abuja, not from their state. That's what will happen.
Look at that. I also have here Bashiru Wale, taxes on this, taxes on that. When will the masses breathe? Thank you. I also have Tʀᴇɪᴅs Iṛ Oh yes. You know, I was going to ask
the tax reforms committee.
Yeah, the tax
you know, he promised us that, look, they are going to widen the tax net, not bring in new taxes. In fact, what he said was that, look, they're going to even harmonize some of the so many taxes and all of that. So look at what he's saying now, that, oh, they are reviewing it to check really. You understand? So even the tax reforms committee is unless it's his recommendation.
Who brought the cybersecurity levy? Who brought it up?
Again, it came from the National Assembly that amended the act.
But
if the tax reforms committee man, according to what we're just saying now, is saying that, look, they are still reviewing what necessitated levy is going to come up, and they are not in the know. They are just getting to know about it and reviewing it. You can see this disconnect now.
Oh. I really actually wanted to ask that tax. That's, because what we have is that citizens and corporate organizations expect that taxes and levies are said this repeatedly.
That they are not going to introduce new taxes, basically.
Rationalized and streamlined. But it's not something new though. Since 2015, it's been there but not implemented. Confused. If not, how can you be preaching cashless policy and at the same time agenda that has turned out to be multiple taxation? I just want to hope that government is not creating revenue that there won't be proper account. I don't have Governor Fubara to blame, but the leadership of PDP, who has no solution to the crisis in the PDP state. I believe Fubara now knows that is Tʀᴇɪᴅs Iṛ sharing that one on Facebook. Let's go back to the phone line. 0913 6000 410.
It's Nigeria to do man go
never. God forbid.
You said never. Why are we witnessing this kind of thing every day now? One bad policy or another. You know this now? Why is it that the government is not in with our reality? It's something we are going through. Look at our passport. We're ranking among the lowest in the world. Ranking among Afghanistan. Why are we like this? No life, no power. Everything that we're enabling conditional environment for business society is not there. And you are imposing taxes. And people are trying every day. You are not looking at us. And you are buying to me. You are where nobody will be able to ask for permission, accountability, and transparency. And people will go there. I know that's why I asked that question. No, I will go to who will buy the cat now? Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. John.
Hello. Yeah, Sandra. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
See, for Fubara, I want to blame President Tinubu for causing that confusion, or let me say, heightening that confusion. Why should he sideline the Nigerian constitution that has provided solution to what those lawmakers did? Is Tinubu bigger than Nigerian constitution that he named a gentleman agreement? What gentleman agreement is bigger than Nigerian constitution? He believe in the workability of the Nigerian laws. Why did he do that? Because that's where Wike is deriving his power from. The fact remains that that is now poisonous in the life of the Rivers people. Those people have targeted their seat. They are not there. They are just floating. You should drum that into their ears that they are non-existent in Rivers State. And on this time, let me can tell us, because somebody called this morning on another platform and told us that all these cyber things they don't pay. That once you pay your income tax in the country, the government use that for everything. I think he comes back with that report. Let him come and tell us before he continues to tax us. God will ask them one day. We may not do them anything, but God will have the capability of doing something. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Omonse. Appreciate your contribution this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So,
Your name,
my name is Mr. James from Agbado Junction.
All right.
Okay, so the issue of tax, don't very much of it. Nobody's even talking very much about the import duty or to have drop. The man told me it's not all about $1. It's about the in and what they say, he has control. And the price of things are still high. You know, at the end of the day, the end users, they are still going, before you know it, they will start the document. For the issue of river, if it matters me that someone was even saying that FUBARA should honor political agreement, I think, is it for the detriment of the people? Is River State something is a public where you have to give account of what you have done at the end of your tenure? Then how will now FUBARA leave the river people behind and now get down to Wike and have Wike why river people are dying? I think FUBARA should go more who are not there to serve their interests. Thank you very much. I have a beautiful morning.
And you as well, Mr. James. Thank you very much. Let's take some messages on WhatsApp. We have here, good morning, Sandra. This government is not sensitive to the plight of ordinary Nigerians. From May 29th last year, it's been one economic hardship and suffering or the other. If it's not subsidies gone, electricity tariff hike, imposition of all manner of taxes, are we going revenue-wise? Even the dead will be taxed for dying. Emeka Moses, in Lagos, thank you very much. Oppression of the masses of Nigerians by the present administration through many taxes, false scarcity, increased electricity tariff with poor electricity supply, refusal to repair healthcare, housing, roads, transportation, air security will receive the finger of God. Adeleye State should take the destiny in their hands. They voted FUBARA, so if that is their choice, they should not let the powers that be in Abuja dictate. But we still need to pray more for Mr. President, as my friends, Prince Wise and Mr. Laba will always say. Please let's help to tell the Constitution now provide a solution that is against the law of the country. This attitude of extorting individuals and political office called in that regard because the law says so. If we want to be a lawless country, then let's completely disregard the rule of law. But as long as the rule of law stands, the president nor any person does not have the power to intervene in any matter against what the law says. And that's Godwin from Iyanokwaja sharing that one. Also, Akpagun Adinyo, because
how is it the same thing? How is the situation the same thing now? You see the problem?
This is part of it.
You see, that's
both of them are not appreciative.
One is deputy governor, the other one is
both
governor.
of them are not appreciative to their godfathers.
Okay, that's what he's saying. So they should just
tax, it is equitable and just. As a pensioner, it is fair for me tax to build the society. Chief Akpagun Adinyo, God bless you. We should expect more of this from time to time. Federal government need more money to share and some to keep for the 2027 election. People like us who witnessed 1999 government of Tinubu in Lagos State as
It was supposed to consolidate a lot of taxes, but you know, there are so many.
There's some shops, what we call lock-up television,
are part of the land use charge and some other taxes. But of course,
please, INEC, judiciary, and politicians should collaborate together to present to us. ECOWAS should change the name Democracy in Nigeria to whatsoever. Effiong on Facebook, sharing that one. I also have here. I'm a shuttle bus driver, popularly known as Kurokwe, in Ajegulep, Apapa. In my motor park, we pay all kinds of illegal fees in one day. Example, overloading 500.
Okay.
Owonje chairman.
Chairman must eat. You see the problem.
Lord have mercy.
They will pay.
Owonje chairman 200 naira.
Okay.
Owo booking 700 naira.
Okay.
Owo loma 100 naira.
Okay.
Owo security 100 naira. Owo turning.
Turning where?
We didn't think. All right. 50 naira.
Okay.
Owo local government 700 naira.
Okay.
So that's what Jonathan Martin, to be great, pays at least, because he said, for example,
just example,
there are still more that he pays at least in a day.
In a day, just for doing Korokwe business.
Just for doing Korokwe business. That is just 8 people.
And the same, and the same person will also pay all these bank charges. He will also get home if he's unlucky to be in the band A customer to begin to pay high tariff on electricity. Fuel prices are also going up just for this poor Nigerian who is struggling to survive.
Who is going to have to suffer for Martin's unfortunateness?
The passengers now.
That's all.
And then we're talking about inflation.
Emmanuel Osuji on Facebook. Good morning, Mr. Fuad and Sandra. It's just disheartening how these governments are just so bent on causing pain to the citizens. Let them keep taxing us. Thank God the tax master is coming back home with a new name or new form of tax. Nobody is bailing any cat because the cat already bailed itself. Now is who will bail Nigerians. It's okay. Emmanuel Osuji. Thank you very much. I think we can go back to the phone line at this point. 0913-6000-410. You are listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes.
Mr. Fawaz, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I've been calling from command.
Yes, good morning.
Somebody said they are going to be taxing the dead soon. It's possible. They tell you before you bury your dead, you have to pay this dying tax. So and you will see soon you are getting there. Before you know it, tax will be coming to your doorstep, and they are asking you money for breathing. Tell them the poor breathe. Before we still pay for that breathing tax.
Mm-hmm.
They will pay breathing tax soon, because we are going all out for revenue generation, just generate revenue all around. But what for the purpose of what? For the purpose of looting, and everybody is keeping quiet. That's what is telling me. Everybody is keeping quiet. When it was 2012, then I could remember, and I will still be saying it. This same President Tinubu was out there to reject the policy of Goodluck.
Removal in 2012, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This same subsidy removal, 2012. And now nobody, including all the so-called people that are fighting for the democracy, then I said this democracy must stand. Now the democracy is about to follow. Even the second leg is the first leg is broken already. The second leg of the democracy. Look at what is happening in Rivers. That's to tell you that the second leg of democracy is even having injury already. So democracy is almost collapsing now. And the so-called people that are fighting for that democracy then are the ones that are even pulling the democracy down, that it must fall by force. So, and this is the same situation we find ourselves in this country. We are not ready to tell ourselves the truth. We still see people sending all kind of reckless messages. At this same sensitive matter, I pray this nation will just move forward. I pray it will not collapse one day. That's my prayer.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Appreciate. Okay. Hello.
Hello, Mabala.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
How are you? Mr. Fawaz, very good morning to you.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
Thank you, my dear. You see, the asking to do by the Papa, I think either the company or the people to be nowhere. Once somebody buys money, I still pay extra for giving money to go to your people and make the profit out of it. So, okay, just have bad just to be enough. If you have been doing it in other country, yes. But if you maybe particularly in anything like that, it's about corruption. And I'm starting this some time ago. So if you can tell the mother for corruption, everything go better. The man that is going to handle the matter, I know that my transparent. Because man tried the former Delta State governor when they were going to draw him with $15 million and the federal bank, that day, and they said that man. That for that.
Right.
So in Rivers State, all of them, both the governor, legislator, it was the extra careful government changing. If this matter go to the extent of creating trouble, they can declare state of emergency. Both the governor, the legislator, they are going to lose. As of now, the legislator, they allow the
Thank you,
governor
Prince
to
Wise.
Hello?
Yeah. Please wrap up, sir.
I want to round up now. By allow the governor to be. Even because if you want to try so long, the legislator can refer back to their party. They can say, well, okay, we are going back to our party from there. They continue terrorizing the governor. So the governor will be tactical and play the game according to the rules. Good morning to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Prince Wise. I appreciate it. Well, I mean, I really hope that one way or the other, they actually do get to hear this thing. A lot of people are of the opinion that maybe they're not really in tune, with the reality of the common man in Nigeria. I mean, just last year, there was a politician, or there were some politicians who said they didn't know when a certain amount of money left their account, or when a certain amount of money entered their account. So these are people that, so if they're going to be charged for things like this, they won't feel it.
They're overfed, really.
Unlike Mobala Sandra that probably is transferring 2,000, transferring. I don't think
you're going to feel it. Nigerians are going to feel it.
Exactly.
Poor Nigerians are going to feel it seriously.
Poor and vulnerable Nigerians.
Yes.
Maybe if they're going to do palliative on this, maybe they should send money to our
We
account.
have started again with this palliative economy.
But that's a wrap for today on Mainland Focus. Thank you very much, Said Fuad, for your time. But of course, Said Fuad will be back by 1 p.m. for more conversation as regards the political scene in Nigeria. The big talk will be by 10 a.m. and we'll be discussing this. The Lagos State is looking at criminalizing suicide. So we need to look at that. Should they be pitied or should there be more, stringent measures taken? And what are the things or the law? What does the law say about suicide attempts and all of that? So stay with us for the big talk by 10. We'll be joined by Barrister Piotr Bakari, and of course, Sage Babalola will be in the Situation Room by 4 p.m. as well. So it's from one conversation to the other. I mean, the conversation never ends. This is Mainland 98.3 FM. Please stay tuned.
New Lafarge water shield cement now confirm.
Hey, Oga, we don ready to start the foundation.
Say everything done set?
Yes, sir. Wetin remain now na to buy granite, sand, iron rods, concrete blocks, cement and...
Engineer, wait. Which kind cement una wan use? Tell me.
Na